Hi everybody. Want to send this video out. That's the why regular. I'm sorry. Why regular religion do not fit twin flames. There was a post out on a Facebook. Somebody didn't want to mention the original name, but it is. It's in the twin flames lessons comment. I will read the comment to you. As a Christian and having this experience, it has been so complex, and I cannot talk to anyone about it. I never heard someone bring the Christian element in the way you do. I would love to speak with you, and I'm such a hard place in this union, and I feel like I'm about to pop. Dear Christ Alone subscriber, here's is that I'm gonna share a real story about this with you. Is that I was in the same way. Actually, I share my stuff with the church. It's a very good modern Christian church here in the St. Charles. They have four campuses throughout Illinois. And I went out and I share my things with them. I asked them, okay, hey, listen, this is what happened. Here's the letter. I give the letter to this girl. I never touch her. I never kiss her. I don't even talk to her that much. But here's the truth. Here's what happened to me. I want some answers. And I need some spiritual work because at that time when me and my twin met, I was the member of that church and I was following Christianity the way he was. I surrendered to God. I was doing everything. I think I was doing everything. Now, what happened in reality is that I set up some time with one of the pastors of the church, which is I felt I'd be understood. And I set up the time with the pastor, and I gave him the letter that I give to my twin, which is his 4 pages love letter. And I explain everything, but in a spirituality way of love. And I explained all the transformations that happened to me. And I explained at the end, hey, listen, only God can love you more than I do. And I ask for, spiritual guidance, spiritual help. And I ask the real question was like, did that happen to anybody in the Bible? And instead of that, uh, instead of the person, the priest, that comes in and says like, hey, listen, I'm not familiar with this. I don't know what's going on. He started to talking to me about the relationship and my wife and how I've been sinning and how I've been so blah blah blah. I'm like, you know what? I came in for spiritual advice. I didn't came in for you to tell me I was sinning. I asked that somebody happen that much spiritual enlightenment uh, in the soul before. I'm writing quotes about God and love, and I'm having a seriously soul improvement in me. I become more holy as a person than ever than before. And here you a minister in this modern church, and you point me to a different direction. I didn't mention my real comments to do it with respect, and I never sit down and talk to anybody about this. Later on, I was toasted out of the men's group because I was not a proper place. So, what do you mean a proper place is that I have to fix my spirituality in order to be in the men's group. But here it is. What happened is it's this thing has got a completely backwards case on it to it, and we'll tell you what the backward case is when you actually need some spiritual guidance, such as a men's group, especially in a Christian church. Um, you been tossing out. That doesn't help you. But as a twin flame, it helps you because it's point to the soul. It's point you out where to go. So down the road, I moved from the place where I was. So I moved from the one campus to another campus, which is to the main church, which is in St. Charles. I moved to the St. Charles, Illinois, and I continue entering the church, but I always felt that I needed somebody. I need something to express everything I was doing about God, because at the beginning, all my quotes, all my writings, they were about God. I'm like, how do I get all this? I didn't know that I was enlightened by my twin so much. I mean, that woman did all this spirituality opening up when she looked at me in my eyes, and her soul just came into it. And when this thing happens, it reminds you when the souls were created, and you get all this knowledge downloaded in you like crazy, and you become this holy person just like that. But because your twin does not respond in your love, guess what? You get aggravated, and the things start getting going through the twin flame motions. But here's the thing, Dave. I always continued seeking help from a church because there was no real help from the church, and there was no real help. I was seeking. I had to go to a church to get my spirituality. I have to get the messages that I wanted. So little by little, I kind of like start get to know what they're gonna be talking about in church, and because I was so much enlightened, I kind of like knew what's gonna happen, and I was so powerful on that. Um, I went in and I'm like, hey guys, I just need some help. Can I start getting to a new men's group here at this campus? I'm alone, and just kind of like get more spirituality going. Um, and the guy who actually does the men's group, he talked to me. He's like, "Hey, we know we have a problems with unsolved problems with the other campus. With such and such a minister there. But you know what? We're gonna put you in this men's group." So I start getting into the men's group, and we have this study, the Bible studies that we were doing. And during the talks, which is there were on Tuesday, we start talking and stuff, and all of a sudden I will start talking about things on Tuesday, and whatever I was talking on Tuesday in the men's group, all of a sudden that was actually the main sermon on Sunday. And little by little, that kind of like started getting too much awkward, because on Tuesday the men's group does the sermon that actually will happen on Sunday, and I start feeling like I was knowing what's coming. And at some point, I told him, guys, I have a problem. There's something is not quite matched. I need some answers. I sent them an email about twin flames. There is a Gnostic video that it's kind of like helped out about the twin flames, and they it's like, what, you we don't know what happened, but you know what, you've been seeking for spiritual advice. So the leader of the men's group, and the leader from the main leader of the church for all the men's groups, they invited me for a dinner for lunch, and I was open. I had nothing to hide. I give them the letter again. That was for my twin. I showed them the quotes. I showed them the things that I was writing about God, and what was the result is that I got tossed out again from the men's group. So this is how I learned that your soul knows where it needs to be, where it's belong to, and you're gonna evolve. You're gonna be move up, and you're gonna go to different places. Later on, I enter a spiritual church. They're part of the I Am movement, which is also includes the twin flames and the teachings and things like this. And the lesson right there was that me and another lady there, we got this soul connections between me and her inside of the church. And here is the thing: if you're church and you see two people so much enlightened, and they kind of like talking to each other in a very nice way, What was your thinking? And especially a church that understands twin flames and teachings twin flames, and they understand soul relationship. What are you thinking about that part? They interfere between me and that woman, even though there is nothing happened between me and that woman. Later on, you find out you can only have these connections only with your twin, and they interfere for a reason. But here is the part: you don't expect from regular church to understand twin flames. Twin flames is very rare, very empowering, and twin flames is the two souls. They're meant to be united when they reincarnate together, and they are going through hell in order to find a paradise. And that's the part of the beginning of the twin flames, because in the twin flames, the first thing, it shows them the paradise, it shows them the beautiful love, it shows them everything. And later on, they have to work their tail off to be together. They have to overcome anything tossing out at them. They have to overcome society, they have to overcome um, family. If they're both married, usually they're both married, and the only reason they're both married is to understand that they have to bow to the soul. That's it. They have to bow to the soul connection. If they're gonna be married and they're gonna be keeping with their marriage, they're not gonna be happy. Doesn't matter what. They're always gonna miss in their twin deep inside of the soul. And the suffering is huge. Not only for the runner, but also is for the chaser. So once the chaser stops, the runners stop running. At one point or another, they're gonna get together. And how that's gonna happen, when that's gonna happen, this is when the divine time comes in, when the divine powers, such as God comes in, is like, you know what, I'm sick and tired of you too. But the churches could not teach you this. The church, or some of the spiritual centers, they will not teach twin flames. So basically, in order you to get a twin flames, is if you find a twin flames clubs over at the Facebook, there are a bunch of them, and most of them are secret. They're not out in the open. Only an open ones that exist for right now, and I opened one recently, is just so people can start coming out, and people can go ahead and share real experience so the world to knows about it. And people like you, I'm talking about the In Christ Alone user over at YouTube, that you can find us. You can find the real help, people who are in the journey as you are. And then in today's video previous that I made, this is the reason why I came out and open. There was no real help for me. Nobody freaking understood me. I had a huge challenges. I had a huge problems, and nobody helped me. I started digging it through stuff. I started learning from Lindy Cowling videos. I start writing. I start listening myself, and I start keep working on the evolution of myself. Despite with all the problems with my twin. Um, my twin, she's Latino. She's from San Salvador. She's in her 30s. Um, because the connection between me and her was so strong, there was a few people that actually stepped between me and her, and whatever happened happened, but it's not pleasant, and it's still causing problems on it. But that is so we can learn the lessons between me and her, and also other twins, to understand that when a God sent these connections between you and a twin, and then you get separated, you two have to work it out to put yourself back together. This is the same story as Adam and Eve. They live in a paradise, and all of a sudden Eve decides to go ahead and listen to the serpent. And what happened is they both get tossed out of the paradise. And this is what actually happens in the real world between the two twin flames. They get tossed out in the world, so they get separated, so they can find each other again and find a road, go back home. It doesn't matter for the twin flames if they are going through whatever journeys they need to go, but you cannot find the real help from church. They are not helping, they're not understanding, and again, the only people that can teach you and coach you on this is the people who are walking that road about twin flame. If you're a Christian, is great. Keep your faith in Christ. There's got nothing wrong with that. Keep on getting this, but what you have to do is again listen your soul. I didn't listen my soul. I got mad about the church that they did these things to me. You know what? Right now I don't care. I'm on a different level. I'm on a different spirituality. I'm on the right place. I listen my soul, what it's telling me to do. And when I move into it, I moved to this new church where I'm getting right now teachings through the Course of Miracles. But guess what? Course of Miracles is also here on its own. And I would suggest you that if you're looking for any spirituality, any help, find the places that they're gonna teach you in the real spirituality. Find a person who teaching the Course of Miracles, or find spirituality centers. There should be someplace, somewhere around, so you can attend it like once a week, and you can really, do a spiritual work with other people. So with this, I want to finish this video. Listen to your soul again, and be love.